I caught my husband with his best friend, but I won't tell them I know. My husband, male 28, is wealthy and he is providing me, female 30, a great life while I'm studying. I would never have afforded it otherwise. As a matter of fact, I was a barista before I met him and didn't even dare dreaming about starting college. Now I'm in engineering school. He pays for everything. We have a great house. I don't need to do anything but study and have fun. His best friend, female 27, from college, separated from her common-law husband after he cheated on her. She had no place to go, and we have a guest house. I never had anything to worry about with them because they have known each other for ages. I always thought if they wanted, it would have happened already. I was mistaken. I started having a hunch because of nothing in particular, just felt that they changed with each other. So I snuck on them after pretending to go to my mom's. Nobody knows that I know. I couldn't let him touch me for 2 months, blaming it on stress from school starting. Now we do have sex because I don't want him to suspect me or get tired of me. I cried the first time he touched me after I found out and wanted to vomit, but I blamed it on stress. Now I just let him. I try to think about other things and try to convince myself that it's just sex. I fake it sometimes when he notices me being absent-minded and start saying, quote, "Baby, come back to me." I'm in a race with time to finish school before he throws me aside for her. I also had an IUD put in without telling him. Nobody knows, not even my closest friends. Everyone thinks I'm the luckiest woman on earth, so loved and cherished by an amazing, successful husband. Nobody knows that I cry myself to sleep every night.
Oh my God. Wow.
I completely understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Like that opportunity, just trying to make a better life for yourself and feeling like I just need to like tough it out for a couple more months. Just let me get my degree. And then after I have my own financial freedom, I can then be done. But like,
it just like breaks my heart to think how alone she must feel.
Yeah, completely. Because no one knows.
Yeah. I wonder why she doesn't want to tell anyone.
Probably because everyone is probably like, leave.
Yeah.
Leave. That's like everyone's first reaction. Like, you deserve better. You should leave, which she does deserve better. Like, she shouldn't have to live in the same house as her husband and his affair partner.
Yeah. I wonder if the girl is still living in their back house during this time.
I do wonder. Let me see if there's any comments from OP.
Oh, yeah. That's.
We do have some comments. Oh, I like this. Okay, this sounds really weird. Like, like encouraging a woman to stay with this man who's cheating on her. But like, this is also her decision and this is what she's choosing to do versus writing in and being like, I know I'm going to leave him.
Yeah.
I'm leaving tonight. I'm packing my bags and going. Like,
can you give me advice? Like, she's just like getting off her chest.
It's true off my chest. It's just like putting it out into the universe. And so someone goes, for the sake of your education, stay. Try to be strong during those 3 years. Once you can stand on your own feet, leave this man. And don't feel guilty about, quote, taking advantage of his money. He's literally cheated on you and still calls you baby, for God's sakes. You deserve to get this degree and leave his unfaithful ass.
3 years?
So OP responds and goes, yes, he still calls me baby, tells me love you every morning when I go to college and he's off to work. Texts me, I miss you from his morning meeting, calls during lunch and texts what I want for dinner before coming home. Like nothing has changed. I can't believe how he can be so two-faced. That would be such a mind fuck for me.
To be honest, I feel like she could find another way to get through college. I don't know how, but like there's so many like support groups these days and like people that are willing to like donate to GoFundMe's. I don't know. I just feel like there's another way that like 3 years feels so brutal for her to have to fake it for 3 years. That would break my heart for her. And especially if she's not going to tell anyone about it. Like that must feel so alone. I was thinking like, okay, like maybe she only has like 6 months left or something. I don't know. But like 3 years, that's just so much time.
I know.
I feel.
I mean, it's definitely doable, but it's definitely, you're going to struggle. Like I really like, I had such a privilege during grad school where I had a place to live without having to pay rent at that time. And I really truly don't know how people in my grad program did it. We had to sign a contract in my grad school where we signed away that we would not work during the program. And if they found out we were working, they had the right to terminate us as students. And so
Wow.
most of my cohort, there were 2 people that had jobs. And I don't know how they did it because it was so extensive and grueling. And like, she's in engineering school. Like that is a really tough thing to do. And what he's doing is inexcusable, but I just know how hard it is to suffer. And like everyone in my grad school, like I ended up $200K in the hole, and they had to then take out extra money for apartments and rent in LA. They were spending $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
We went to school for 3 years.
Yeah. No, and I have zero judgment towards her at all. It's just like, I just have pain for her, you know? And that's why I'm like,
It's sad.
couldn't there be another way? Like, I just feel so sad thinking about her being so alone and having to do that for 3 years, because it's not like she's like, you know what, he cheated, I don't care, I'm not into him anymore. I have sex just for sex. It's fine. I look at it all differently. Like, she's saying that she's crying herself to sleep every night, and that when he touched her, she's like
sick.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like she doesn't want to be intimate with him anymore.
Yeah.
And so like that just feels really icky. And it's icky for her. It's really sad. It probably feels super degrading and just heartbreaking every time, because I'm sure she does still love him, but then like to walk in on that.
Yeah.
Someone asks, is she still in the guest house? And
That's what I was
OP goes, yes. I don't think she's going to leave anytime soon. She's talking about getting back with her husband if he proposed.
Okay. Jump.
Yeah. Someone goes,
Can you imagine if I said that about Jeff?
Yeah. Like,
So,
we broke up, but if he proposed.
If he proposes, I actually will go back to him. So, yeah.
But that is a very common reason why people break up.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
That's true.
I know like my brother and sister-in-law, before they got married, like they were together for almost 11 years.
Yeah.
And my brother still wasn't proposing. And so
No, you're right.
She gave him an ultimatum where it was like, if you don't propose by this date, I'm going to propose to you.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you propose by this date or we're done. But so many people have to do that because
For sure.
their partner isn't ready. And
Well, in that movie, I just watched not too
yeah.
long ago because it was advertised on Netflix so much, but it's the movie that's like, he's just not that into you. And then it's the scene with, it's like I think it was Jennifer Aniston, and then what was it, like Ben Affleck or something? And they were together.
Scarlett Johansson was having the affair?
Yeah, but there was the relationship going on where they were together for like, I don't know how long it was too, like 11 years or something.
Yeah.
And then she said that she was just like, I want to be married. Like I that's just what I want. I've been like pretending that I'm okay with it, but it's like, no, this is what I want. And so and he was like, well, I can't get that to you. So then they finally break up. So and then he ends up being like, well, I'm not gonna ruin anything. Never mind.
I've seen it.
I know, but I don't know if everyone else has. But
True. That's very considerate of you. It's a good movie, actually.
But I guess that makes complete sense. I was thinking in a way where it's just like, you know, any type of relationship issues, it's like would be fixed with a Band-Aid of like proposal. I was thinking of it that way. So
yeah.
But that's why I joked about it. But no, you're right. You right. Okay, anyway, back to the story.
Yeah. So someone just goes like, good luck. Also have yourself get tested regularly. Yes, it was the first thing I did before the IUD. I will continue to test myself. And someone goes, actually, it's the same person responding. They go, you're being realistic and practical about this for playing the long game, and very good for you. And OP goes, thank you. Sometimes I feel like a whore. Sometimes I feel like I'm using him, but I just can't throw away 2 years already. I really enjoy my studies and I can't wait for my future career. Whether he is paying for me is honestly nothing to him. And I'm even thinking to pay him once I have a decent job.
You know what I wonder? I almost wonder like if he really does love her.
And it was just an oops.
Well, not even that, but like if, you know, he were to be like, I did fuck up and I love you and you deserve better. Like I'll pay for the rest of your college and you live your own life.
Yeah, I mean, and well, they're married. Who knows what she would get in terms of a divorce?
This is true too.
It depends on if they have a prenup. It sounds like he's loaded. It sounds like he's like, oh, I'll pay for your school. And that's like, for him, that's buying Starbucks. Like, that's just the impression I'm getting.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And I feel weird. I feel like I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead, use him, sis, get your coin. But at the same time, he made a commitment to her to marry her and not sleep with his best friend from college. So I'm having quite the moral debate inside right now.
Yeah.
I get like this is probably the biggest gray area one I've had for a while for me, I would say. A lot of other interesting comments. The top one on it currently is, so this woman leaves her husband because he cheated and then turns around and is your husband's mistress. What?
That's a good point.
I'm so sorry. Send all the positivity your way that I can.
Yeah, what is that thought process when you understand how fucking bad it hurts? Why would you go out and do that to somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when people
Just
shouldn't
self-centered.
it be the opposite though? Like,
Yeah, you'd think, but some people are just so self-centered that they don't care. They want to feel better instantly on their own right, and so they don't care who they hurt on the process.
it sucks. Humans are so human.
Yeah. But someone does say that. It seems odd for the cheating victim to cheat after firsthand knowing how damaging it is for a human being.
Yeah.
But someone goes, I wonder if the mistress's ex actually cheated, which does bring up an interesting point because OP did say she would get back together with him if he proposed.
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't cheat and that was just the story to move in.
Ooh. I could see it.
OP doesn't mention anything about like trying to work on their marriage. But I do wonder, like, if she confronted him and was like, hey, I love you. You know, I know you have had sex with so-and-so. I would like for her to move out of the guest house. And I'd like to work on this with you. I wonder if that's what OP wanted, of course. But, like, I just wonder how that conversation would go. And I know, like, people who feel guilty, like, you always see this on TikTok. It was like, I saw this one the other day where it was like, he was sending me flowers and commenting cute things on my Instagram and posting cute pictures of me. Meanwhile, he hit me at night.
Yeah.
And you see stuff like that. And so it's like, I look at him and he's like, I love you. What do you want for dinner? I hope you're having a good day. I miss you. Like he sounds like, you know, from an outside person seeing that, wow, great husband, loves you. And so I wonder if that's guilt or if that was how he was way before the cheating and it's just continued. Like I read these and I just want to know so much more info.
I know, same. And like, I'm wondering, I don't know what that. Wow. Okay. And I am wondering what she saw because it's like, did she see Dick in V or like, what? I'm like, was it a kiss on the cheek and she thought it was them, you know, being more intimate? Like, I don't know. There's so many answers that I just wish almost she had this conversation
with us. Can we call her?
With us and then also with him. But at the same time, she is risking her schooling if she has this conversation. So she's at a tough place.
I started having a hunch and I just felt, so I snuck in on them after pretending to go to my mom's. Yeah, because I also wonder, like you hear, or maybe it's in movies. I feel like I've seen this in a movie where like the wife walks in, see the husband and like someone kiss. And it was like the husband hanging out with someone and that person leaned in and kissed them. And then he pulls away and is like, no.
They walk out and they're like, what the fuck? And then, and then they're like, oh, what were you doing? And they get so mad and they storm out. And then
I want to be so hopeful here.
Right? But
no, reality is he probably sucks.
Yeah.
I want to know. I have questions.
I had another question. I forgot it.
Fuck.
I know.
I've really tried to work on not interrupting so much. It's
that's good. I should do that too.
It's the ADD. Like it just doesn't. Sometimes you just like and then someone was like, Morgan, I'm gonna stop listening to the podcast. You're unbearable to listen when you interrupt people. And I'm like, this is something like I consciously think about. So I'm sorry if I interrupted and you forgot your thought.
Well, the funny thing is that I don't notice it. Like it doesn't, there's certain times when people interrupt me that it's just so blatantly like, whoa. But like when me and you are having conversations, especially in the podcast, I don't notice it. I feel like we both are just so used to like,
it's our conversation style.
Yeah, it's our conversation style. And also what I realized too is that like when I was a kid, growing up the youngest, because my dad had more kids later, but I grew up the youngest technically.
Yeah.
And it was always this like trying to fight over being heard. And I remember vividly one time, like I had a family member ask me how school was. And I started answering and then she instantly looked over and started talking to somebody else and just completely stopped.
Oh my God.
And I was like, the fuck? I was pissed.
Thanks. Love me too.
And so that's what I realized, that I got really used to just like throughout growing up having to like fight to insert what I want to say.
Yeah.
That now it's so second nature. I don't even notice it. I don't notice when other people do it to me either.
I know. I do notice it after sometimes where I'm like, oh, fuck.
Well,
just
now, because
shut the
if
fuck
people
up.
are calling you out, then you probably like are way more attuned
Well,
to
and
it.
now I'm like hyper fixated on it
Yeah.
where like I really try to like, just wait. Like be an active listener. Don't plan on what you're trying to say next. And
just
so,
hands are shaking.
well, it's just like really
Don't
hard. 'cause
say
it's-
it.
I just don't want to forget it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know if I don't say it,
Yeah.
I will forget it because
Yeah.
of my ADD. And I also sometimes like something with ADD is like you'll try to like almost finish someone's sentences
Mhm.
to show you're actively listening. But to other people that aren't like neurodivergent, like that comes across very like
Yeah.
rude and you're interrupting, you're aggressive. And it's just like
I love when that happens and it's completely like not what the person was going to say.
me all the time. That's why
like-
people are probably so annoyed.
And so
They're like,
then
shut the
you
fuck up.
left. Then I stayed. Okay, then you stayed.
It's literally so when I responded
So
to this
good.
person too, and they probably didn't imply it with that much tone. They are subscribed, and I'm sorry.
Now Morgan feels bad.
I do feel bad. I feel bad. I've been really hard on myself and taking a lot personally lately, and having a regular mental breakdown. So trying to just be better. But I just was like, I made a frozen joke, and I was like, I think like it's just kind of the way we all converse together, like our friend group.
Yeah.
We're very one, like a lot of us are neurodivergent, and two, we're a lot of quick talkers. But
Mhm.
I was like, sorry, like if you were a part of our friend group and saw regular conversations, like we always try to finish each other's sandwiches. And I tried to make a frozen joke, and
That's cute. I love the frozen.
I don't know if it hit, but
Well, yeah,
that's
fine.
what I was gonna say.
No, when I
Jinx, jinx again.
it really doesn't. It's I don't know. I don't notice it. It's like-
Tangent there, yeah.
I
Sorry.
like no, it's fine. I like when we talk over each other, and at the same time, it's. I don't like the quiet spaces.
awkward silence. What are
Awkward
those?
silences. I don't like them.
Okay, well, I hope this woman figures it out and just can. I hope it gets better. I don't want her to go through this for the next 3 years and feel icky and cry herself to sleep. And I hope she confides in someone. She did say that like writing to Reddit did make her feel better, so that's
Good.
good. And
Yeah, this is such a weird situation. I honestly, I don't judge her, but like, if she were asking me for advice, I would say to say something to him and to figure it out, because I know
living
that's
like that.
yeah, I know it's hard, but like I'm saying, I don't know, like there's scholarships, there's if she was that's what I was gonna say. If she was willing to pay him back in the future, then it's
Talk
like
about a loan.
take it alone, like.
I wonder if he'd be open.
But
Yeah. It is tough. This is why I wish education in America, because that's my realm of knowledge, was more affordable.
so I learned when I was in South America that they don't really like when we call
The United States America.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish the United States was more affordable.
I don't know how common across the board that is, but
I'm sure it's very common because there's North America, which also includes Canada. Like South America, there's a bunch of countries down there.
Central America.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But yeah, when I
There
was
are
in
a lot of
Argentina, I was
the
like, oh yeah,
Americas.
I'm from America. They're like, we're in America. I was like,
you're brave. When I go places, I say I'm from Canada.
oh.
Where are you from? Canada. What Providence? Minnesota. It's right below Manitoba. Isn't that the United States? Yeah, we're just not going to tell people.
Is that a real story? Did that happen?
Yeah. I was expecting them not to know all the provinces. Manitoba, Minnesota sounds the same. They're right there, right? Just smack dab together.
That's good. That's good.
They
shit.
called me out. They go, "You're not Canadian." I go,
I mean, I told you that
"Oh, yeah,
that one Canadian, Curtis, the hockey player.
yeah." He was so cute.
He was a sweetie. He literally was saying that he's from Canada, and he's like, when I think about Minnesota, I think about it as like a little cutout of
It is.
Canada. I feel
It
like it's
literally-
attached. And he did it with
Yep.
his hands, and it was really cute.
He was such a
image.
cutie. You should text him. No, he was such a cutie. No. We like this new guy. That's a TikToker.
Oh.
Did he respond to you yet?
I don't know.
Let's check.
Probably not.
Just check. I love love. I love the early stages and like
No, he didn't respond to me yet. I'm a loser.
Damn it. It was such a good text too.
Morgan literally had, yeah, anyway, let's move on.
I'm planning a dating show for Lauren. If any gentlemen out there that are located in LA would like to apply, let me know. You have to pass my
How many guys do we
strenuous
have that watch
test.
this show?
There's some dudes.
I feel like most of them are literally like the guys that are dating the girls who watch the show.
No, there's some guys.
Really?
Mhm.
On their own? Like their girlfriends and wives didn't put them onto it?
I believe so. I get really good comments from a user on Instagram named Vermont Beer Dude.
That's okay.
Yeah. So
Proof.
I think there's dudes.
Evidence.
I think there's dudes.
Okay. I mean, I thought you had like control of the analytics, so I thought you might actually really know. But then
There's a decent percentage.
okay.
It depends on the platform.
Okay.
So dating show, we're gonna get on that.
Okay.